There's an intro.
Welcome to the podcast. Season 4, episode 9. We're almost at season 5, yo.
Nuevo.
Yeah, we stuck around for a while.
Yeah.
So sorry for last week. We got a bit of snow, and Aaron's got to go do snow, so it was unexpected.
And somebody has surgery.
That wasn't last week.
Surgery. Yeah, but you were still recovering at that time.
Was I home already?
Yes.
I was home?
Yeah, but you said that you most likely were not going to stick around for the podcast, and I mean, Lynn, we're going to do it alone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember coming home.
Hold on a second. Your surgery was last week.
It was Thursday.
Yes. It wasn't on Friday, but you were still
That-
right
okay.
out of the... You got home on Friday.
Yeah, Thursday morning was the surgery at 8 a.m. And I got home Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock, whatever it was. But the thing is, I had to call Aaron. Aaron went out twice. I had to call Aaron. I called Aaron at 3 a.m. He had to go out and salt because it was freezing rain. And then they said, "Oh, a centimeter of flurries." Okay, centimeter, fuck off, leave me alone. But then, I mean, these meteorologists, man, they fucking computers are better and everybody's dumber.
Holy shit.
So we go. I look out the fucking window and it's fucking 10 centimeters outside. So I had to call him. Go, dude, cancel the podcast. You gotta go fucking do snow. So yeah, that's what happened. So when it snows, we can't do the podcast. What's the other thing?
You're also laughing right now. Nothing's funny.
Everything's funny.
Shut up, Aaron.
Love you, man.
Said Mav.
Yeah, we got a birthday. Ben, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
He found the button he likes.
Yeah, that's the only button. It's 1 and 4.
Actually, we have something to talk about.
What's the other thing I wanted to say?
I had something to say.
Oh,
Whiskey, are you trying to fight us today? Are you trying to start problems?
Oh, I also have something to say.
If it's a sneeze, fuck off.
It's not a sneeze, so I'm not going to fuck off. Linda almost killed us on the way here.
No, we're not talking.
Linda almost fucking killed us,
I made
Dad.
him pee himself.
I think there's more snow coming, right?
Monday,
Yeah.
not over the weekend.
I saw 1 to 3 on Monday, and then Wednesday there was supposed to be there was supposed to be more on Wednesday.
Not over the weekend.
There's fucking snow on Monday?
Yeah, but it said 1 to 3 when I checked.
Shit, man. All right.
So, Aaron can tell a story in a second, but Whiskey, you think we don't read the chat while we're on starting soon? That song came on. There's a Portuguese song that came on. First of all, the music we're playing is Portuguese music, okay? You don't get... I thought you were being sarcastic when I saw that message. Our whole theme of the podcast is Portugal. But that's fine. It's been a while since you've been here. I'll give you one pass for that one. But the song was Catalinda, and you said, Jolene. Is this a Jolene cover? Kind of trash, to be honest. Are you trying?
No. Then he's correct. If it is a Jolene cover, it is trash. But the thing is, it was
It's not.
not.
It's not a Jolene cover.
Yeah, for a Jolene cover, it's garbage, but for the song it was. It's pretty
It
good.
was fucking pretty good.
It's just kind of hard, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Whiskey, you come in here. You haven't been here in fucking I don't know how long. Dad forgot even who you were.
Many
okay?
moons, my friend.
And then you come in here and you talk shit. No, but like, what the fuck?
What do you listen to? This rap music of nowadays.
You're not one to talk, but yeah.
This absolute. But I still know good music. Don't say. Don't do that.
You know music.
No, I still listen to good music.
Fuck verbs, man.
No, I'm kidding, Whiskey. I'm just kidding. But I was talking shit while we were offline.
Nah, she wasn't kidding.
I was pure talking shit. I'm like, what is Whiskey on? The fuck is he talking about?
Whiskey.
Whiskey lullaby. Aaron explained teabagging, but you didn't explain teabagging.
Oh,
you
so
said clam slapping or some shit.
clam slamming.
I see Portugal in the back now. Actually, FYI, Aaron, I'm a jazz guitarist who listens to jazz.
I'm
Cool.
being singled out here.
Whiskey.
Whiskey is a jazz guitarist? Props, man.
Jazz guitarist.
Props.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
What else to say?
I don't.
I don't even remember.
I honestly don't.
Don't remember.
What was I
Yeah,
gonna
how did-
say?
Because how did you scare Aaron?
Let Aaron tell it.
Oh wait, actually, first, what teabagging is, and it started.
I think Dad knows what teabagging is.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, He
okay.
knows what teabagging is. It was the clam slamming.
I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Clam-
I still don't understand.
Clam
because
slamming is
that
exactly what
picture-
teabagging is, but if you don't have the tea bags, you know?
Okay, but if you look at his picture, that is very clearly balls.
Yeah, but imagine that, but you're not a guy. That's why it's called clam slamming.
Oh my god.
Imagine that, but not a guy, you know?
Okay, so how the fuck did you get scared?
So we were listening to a song in the car, and then I had
What
it
song?
blasting. That 50 Ways to...
50 Ways to Say
Yeah,
Goodbye, the
50
one that
Ways
has
to
the
Say Goodbye.
trumpet in it. She went down in an airplane, drunk in something. Oh
I'll
my
listen to it
god.
later.
Yes, you know it.
So
I said I wanted to cover it when the Portuguese people still lived next door.
Okay.
They borrowed the trumpet specifically for that.
Okay.
It was blasting, and apparently, this is what Linda says. This is what Linda says. Apparently, there was an old lady that was on the sidewalk that was jamming out.
Because I had my window rolled down while I was blasting the music while screaming my lungs out.
So apparently, she was jamming out too. So Linda and her had a moment. They fell in love with each other. So much so that Linda did not see the car in front of her stop,
Fuck.
and she was staring at the old lady. And
So
I was
got
like,
into an accident
hold
over
on.
here. No, I'm kidding.
"Hold on!" And I was like, "Linda!" And she slammed on her brakes. But we
Oh,
were
slammed
so
good. ABS kicked in nice.
yeah, like
Squawk tire, everything.
we were so close to the car in front.
Yeah, Aaron's nose touched the fucking dash.
Like, yeah. And I was like, you good? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, you almost crashed. And she's like, but we didn't.
He's like, but almost. I'm like, doesn't matter. We didn't crash. We're fine. Everything's good. So a little down the road, I told him, I'm like, we need to replay the song now because you just fucking interrupted me. So I put the song in the beginning. I'm screaming again, jamming again. We're coming to a red light. Again, I'm braking. He's like, again? I'm like, no, I was paying attention this time.
Yeah.
Someone's calling me?
That was a crispy sip, and it's, sounded real good.
Hello? That's me. Downstairs. Okay, I don't need to sign for this one, right? Sorry? Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to send somebody out right now. Thank you. Bye-bye. I think you just didn't read, but that's fine.
So your comment earlier about meteorologists not knowing what the hell they're talking about, remember, like, when I went to go salt just now? Like,
Meteorologist, is that what I said?
yeah, you were saying that meteorologists don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots.
Computers are getting smarter and people are getting dumber.
Yeah.
So I went to go salt, and I was at the old guy's house,
Yeah.
and his newspaper guy was throwing newspapers.
Yeah.
He came in the driveway and threw the newspaper. He was like, "Oh, you're salting." He was like, "Yeah, because they're calling for freezing rain." And he was like, "Yeah, but it's funny. They never know what the hell they're talking about." And I was like, "You know what? I wish." I was like,
Michelle just called me. Can you go pick up the box?
I was like, I work for my dad. I wish my dad was here right now because you and him would have just hit it off. You would be talking to him like crazy right now. And he was like, your dad thinks so too? And I was like, yeah, my dad really, really believes that shit. And he was like, yeah, it's crazy. These meteorologists, they're the only profession, and these are his words. And I was like, you're my dad. You're Asian, but you're my dad. He was like, a meteorologist is the only profession where you can be, you could fuck up your job 7 days out of 7 and still come in on the 8th.
I don't get that.
You can fuck up your job 7 days out of 7, meaning you can fuck up every single day in the week, and you still have a job.
Oh, you still have a job.
Yeah.
It's the only one. It's the only one you get paid to be wrong.
Yeah,
Fucking, it's unreal. I know. Now I get it.
yeah. But he I swear he was. But it was more funny, honestly, because of like his accent and everything. It was just hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stand up soon. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm okay. The surgery went well. I think it went well. I took the dressing off yesterday, so I have the staples exposed. And I'm off pain.
The hell was that?
I need to control the cough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm off pain meds. What?
Sorry, just usually your cops are like,
Yeah.
it's like,
So
Because he
Yeah,
can't
I'm
cough
gonna-
with his body.
no, I
Yeah.
get it, but like,
I'm gonna have to stand up soon. I can't be here. So I gotta go back and talk about what I talked about before. Quite a few episodes ago, we were talking about the fucking furry episode about the school putting in kitty litter boxes in the bathroom because one of the children identified as a furry. But again, I don't think that the fucking child said that. It was the parent that told the principals and teachers and all that fucking shit.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do because the child identified as a furry. Again, in my opinion, that's fucking child abuse. It was a very young child. It's not like the fucking thing was a teenager or fucking, 9, 10,
The-
11
the
years old
thing.
aware.
he just said the
Aware,
thing.
yeah, fucking thing. Like,
It.
Jesus Christ. If you as a parent don't know that you have a human child and you're saying it's a furry, then it's a thing. Like, are you fucking stupid? So, I found out recently. About 5 years ago or so. I did not do no research on this. Apparently, there was a law being passed in Canada. I don't know if it was just all of Canada or if it was just certain provinces. Apparently, this was 5 years ago. There was a law being passed. It hadn't been passed yet. They were discussing it. That if your child, let's say 3 years old, and they use the number 3. I'm not using the number 3. Let's say 3 years old. Were to, say that it was a girl, were to say that it's a boy, okay, it would be illegal. It would be illegal to not provide that child, 3 years old, to not provide that child the right treatments to start transitioning that child into a boy. This fucking kid's 3 years old. We all played. You know what I mean? I pretended to be a dog, a cat, a this, and that. You know what I mean? We all play. We all role play. It's called acting. And you know what? I'm going to have to say a lot of the fucking top-end actors today always role played something when they were a child. Okay? It's just that parents knew how to be parents.
Yeah.
Right? So, if this is what I heard. If you do not, okay, assist your child in finding the right people to help it transition, to start the transitioning process, they will take the child away from you. So the Canadian government apparently can take your child away, a 3-year-old that was, let's say, role-playing, right? Because you're not finding the correct support groups to start its transition from one gender to another. Girl to boy, boy to girl. Now, when I found this out, I mean, I am a parent. Like, you fucking come to my door, okay? You come to my door and you try to take my child away from me, it's guns blazing. I don't give a fuck, right? Because of this topic, it's guns blazing. If I have a 3-year-old baby at home, all right, and at school she said this and this and this, and then a month or two later, I get the authorities at my door. Oh, your child said you have not gone to a doctor yet to start the transition. We're going to have to child away. It's guns blazing. I'm stabbing somebody. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, you're not taking the child out of my house. I don't give a flying fuck, right? So let's just say let's give the benefit of the doubt. Let's say this is a single parent. Now, I'm going to assume it's a mom, right? That went to the school and said, you know what, we need to do this and this and this because my child's identifying as a furry. And this was here or in the States? Oh, it was in the States. We don't know the laws in America.
Yeah, I don't know anything about America's
So-
laws.
So I mean, everyone's following suit here anyway because everyone wants to be on the popular train,
Yeah.
right? So let's just say her state also did implement that rule that if you don't find your child's, the proper authorities to help start transitioning, we're going to take your child away. Let's just say she did what she could, or she did what she did to keep her child in the house, to not lose her child.
Yeah.
Let's just go along with this. When she's older, I'll explain that she's not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I lost my shit on that fucking podcast. Saying that there's fucking child abuse, that the parent should be fucking locked up. Because I honestly, I just, one tunnel vision. I thought the parent was fucking just for popularity, bragging rights. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. For the
But so
press.
when I
You
got,
singled out the parent.
so when I got that fucking, and I think it was Ben Shapiro that said it. I think it was Ben Shapiro. If you guys look at Ben Shapiro on the whole fucking removing of the children, I think it was Ben Shapiro that said there might be a law in Canada, and this is a podcast that he did 5 years ago. All right. So is it law now? I don't know. I will look into it though. I want to know if Canada actually said, you know what? Yes, we have the right to remove your child if you don't find it the right paths or the right authorities to help us start transitioning. As soon as it says, you know what, I'm a monkey, or you know what, I am a boy and it's a girl. You know what I mean? And if you, apparently as a parent, you have to. It's the law. You have to find doctors already and put on hormone pills or estrogen. Fucking 3-year-old. How is that not fucking, again, on the government side, child abuse? You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I think Ben Shapiro said it too, that if they actually go to his house, I think it was him. I'll try to find the clip and I'll send it to you, and then we'll share it on the.
You can put it in the Straight Story
yeah,
Discord.
yeah, and then I'll share it with you guys when I find that clip. He said, guns blazing. I go, you're not fucking taking my child. I am the parent. I am the one to decide. Like when did it become the government and the school system's child?
Yeah.
But yeah, when the child is sick, the school doesn't help. Government doesn't fucking help. The parents are up all night, days on end, at the hospitals and here and there. Nobody fucking helps. To go to a hospital, for me to do my back surgery, $55 in parking.
Fuck.
$55 in parking. Like, what the fuck? You know, I went to go. Where did I go? I went, for my CT scan. My CT scan was 15 minutes. I was in and out. They're already ready for me because this was the day before surgery.
Yeah.
And the CT scan was like scheduled like last minute. So as soon as I got in there, oh, you're Mr. Rouge. Okay, come on, you get to go. Here, put this gown on, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
$32 parking for 15 fucking minutes. Government's not helping me. Nobody's fucking helping me.
Yeah.
If the child is sick, nobody fucking helps. But yeah, you're going to tell me that if it's fucking role playing or whatever, and the thing is, a lot of kids like a copycat. What they hear, they copy. They repeat everything they hear just to think it's a cool thing to say or whatever. Just kids do that. Like, fuck you, you dumbass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I don't like. I apologize. We should have done more research. I did not mean to shit on the mother. I mean, if she did do that, go fuck yourself. But if she didn't, I understand. Parents will do what they need to do to keep the kids at home. I understand that 100%. Okay, so it's our bad that I right away jumped the fucking gun on that. Again, I did not do no research, but the story did go out that she has a furry. That is a true story, but we don't know the background behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Is she like one of those where, like, when like, come on, man, like she's a furry. Come on, you got kitty litters. Come on. If she's one of those, fucking slap her. Take the kid away. Take the kid away. But I mean, if she's a responsible parent,
See, but that's the crazy thing. They're not taking the kid away for the parents possibly forcing that upon their child or putting that idea in the child's head.
No, they're gonna
take them away when
because you don't
the
support
parent's
it.
not helping. To nobody's asking how did that get in the kid's head.
So
nobody's asking that.
So let's say a 3-year-old wants to do ballet dancing. Who's gonna fucking fund that? Let's say a 5-year-old wants to go do hockey.
Yeah, is the government paying for that?
Yeah, who pays for that? But yet, if it wants to be a fur and you say, I don't fucking think so, the government has the right to come and take the child? Fuck you, man. When you feed it, when you clothe it, when you have to fucking pay 8 times the cost of rent to fucking put a roof over its head and this and that, whatever, then you have a fucking say.
Yeah.
Like, where do you guys get off just coming in? We're not abusing the children. They have food, they have clothes, they have fucking heat.
They have the necessities.
They have
of
the
life.
necessities, right? And you're gonna fucking come over here. You don't fucking help us shit. You're charging us more for every fucking, and we're just rolling along with it. And you're still gonna think, man, fuck you. I gotta stand up, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
So again, my
Maybe
apologies. I should have done a little bit more research.
Maviac said, I identify as a sidewalk. Step on me, daddy.
Oh, dude. No, I'm gonna clam slap him.
But
Mic drop.
so he actually said, I identify as an sidewalk. He put A-N.
That's funny.
Whiskey says, I
Stand
thought
a little bit, and then I'll step back down.
I thought you were gonna say all actors were furries. That was a close one. A close one. Not a close one.
I think Dad muted my mic.
I did. Yeah.
I was like,
That was
I can't.
intentional. It was intentional.
No, because I held the mic like
It's
this.
intentional.
Because I held the mic like this, and I pulled it, and I was like, oh shit, I can't hear myself. Oh, I'm muted.
It was intentional.
I don't know. I thought I like unplugged the wire, or maybe like I messed this wire up. I don't know.
Don't fuck the mic up.
I'm trying not to, man.
Um.
I think I need to go get a bottle of water or something.
Oh, okay. Get the bottle of water.
That looks like. Sorry.
You need a bottle of water?
I'll go get one.
I need to move.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't stay still. Oh, get it.
I was gonna say, Linda. Looks like you're on your own.
And we're all gonna sit here in silence.
The sound.
What, you have nothing to say?
Of silence. Hello,
That's
darkness, my old
That's why Dad's back is so
friend.
fucked from carrying this podcast this whole time.
Fuck. Hey, man, I'm pretty entertaining.
That's why Dad has more viewers than you on Twitch. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a minute? The man fucking leaves his stream
Anyways.
for 4.5 hours. They just see a fucking chair and he peaks 11 viewers. How in the fucking world? You got the most basic ass fucking office chair.
No, that's not a basic ass office chair. So, the new one? It's a fucking couch.
That brown one?
Yeah. That's a fucking couch.
That's
dude.
like office chair. That's
No,
like
it's not.
That's like a principal's office chair.
It's a lazy boy.
It's a fucking principal office.
Yeah. It's a what?
It's a He muted the music.
Unsapunsen cancer chair.
You guys could hear the music the whole time, but we couldn't hear it.
Welcome back, guys, to the Noise Podcast, where we make noises for an hour, and you just. Oh fuck! Me. I can't with this headphone.
Oh.
I don't know. Did the mic pick that up?
We have a leaky faucet in here.
I don't know. Did the mic pick that up?
Did my pick a top?
Say principal one more time.
Principal.
Wow, I'm surprised you managed to do that one first try.
Anyways, how's everybody doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks so much for
Hey,
asking.
that's actually really good. I'm actually really glad
Alright.
that you're doing good.
Oh, great.
You know what's
Love
crazy
to hear
about
it.
you know what's crazy about me doing good? Is the fact that I'm just good. I'm not doing bad, but I'm also not doing great. You know what I mean? So it's a steady middle.
Whiskey says, I'm chill, dude.
But how chill are you, dude? You as chill as me, dude? Probably not as chill as me, dude. I'm playing with a pack of pens.
Pack of pins and pack of pins.
Here's the pens of pack of pecker. And Willy Wonka picked a pack of Pepper's pens. Fuck. There's that. I've never seen a bottle of hand sanitizer that big unless it's inside of a store.
Whiskey said, I'm so chill I can frizz, dude.
Oh, fuck, dude. That doesn't even sound like you're chilling, dude. It sounds like
icicles, bro.
doesn't even sound like you're chilling, dude. It sounds like you've been chilled.
It sounds like you are cold.
Yeah. Frigid. Frigid temps, my dude.
I'm so chill I could be a Hurricane fridge. These fucks got into the gummies again.
Oh, shit. Somebody swapped out my regular gummy bears. I'm only finding out now. I ate them about an hour ago.
Oh my god.
I ate them on the car ride.
What happened at the beginning of the car ride that you absolutely fucking pissed yourself?
I don't. So we were talking about Linda's posture. We were talking.
I remember. He said, "Need the blanket to
What
be."
the fuck did you just say? I remember. So.
He
So.
said, "Need a blanket to be honest, dudes."
So. This bottle's like flimsy. Like I'm trying to open it, and it's just like bending. I can't open it. It's just. Oh yeah. Okay.
So, anyways, what happened was,
Nah.
as soon as we got in the car,
so-
Aaron got in the passenger seat, and Nick. Actually, I think it was me that adjusted it, not even Nick, because when my seat is adjusted one way when I'm driving, but when I'm a passenger, I need to sit very different. Okay.
It's both. For me, it's the same.
No, I can't. I sit very different when I'm a passenger because I relax when I'm a passenger. When I'm driving, I need to focus. So the way I sit is completely different.
Yeah, but I'm also usually passenger with mom, so
hold
there is
on.
no lounging.
So Aaron gets into the passenger seat and it's really far back, and the seat's also pushed back. So Aaron adjusts the seat and he's like, "Holy fuck, Nick had his head in the fucking back seat. Jesus Christ!" So
Yeah.
he lifts the back of the seat up a little bit. He's like, "Yeah, I need to sit up straight." And I'm like, yeah, me too. He's like, no, you don't sit up straight. You sit forward. Me. And he just fucking, I spit. No, I spit just now. He fucking started pissing.
Because you had to have been there. Set
He's
the
like,
scene.
no, you don't sit straight. You sit forward.
What do you want, later? Oh. You have to set the scene though properly. So I get in the car and I go to sit in the car and I'm like expecting for me to not be laying down when I sit. So I go to put my back against the backrest and I just fall all the way back. So I get up and I'm like, holy shit, who was laying down? And she was like, oh, that was probably Nick. Or I don't know. And
No.
and I was like, who the hell is laying down? Like, who's sleeping on the road? And then she was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, I sit up straight when I drive. And I was like, yeah, I gotta sit up straight. I gotta fix this chair. And she's like, yeah, I sit up straight. And I was like, nah, you don't sit up straight. You sit fucking forward, dude. And then
But you know those moments where only you find your joke funny? So I'm sitting there looking at the fucking kid, and Dad, when I tell you, he's like, his stomach was hurting, in pain. He's crying like a motherfucker.
I was laughing so hard I was silent.
Like,
Because
you think he's laughed hard on the podcast? Dad, I've never heard the laugh like this come out of this kid.
I was like this.
But
I
he was
like,
laughing at
I was like,
himself.
no, I sit like this. You sit forward. And I like leaned all the way forward. I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
I had to turn on the music and just sit and wait for him to fucking finish. It took him a good 15 minutes to finish what the fuck he was laughing
My
at.
stomach was hurting so much it was actually affecting my breathing.
Talking about affecting your breathing.
It was affecting my breathing. I wasn't wheezing. I just wasn't breathing. Like it was one of those laughs where I'm hitting shit for no reason. I'm like tapping the glass. Yeah.
No,
I
you
don't know.
guys don't understand. Aaron was. I cannot explain the type of laugh this was. Like, I've never heard this laugh come out of this kid. Like, it was fucked. You don't sit straight. You sit forward.
Cause you do, and you know, like it's the same thing though. Like I
know
thought it
what's
was
fucked,
just
though?
I thought it
Hold
was just
on.
as funny because when you sit in that chair, you don't look like you're leaning
So
forward.
that's what I was just about to say.
But
So I
when
turned to him.
sit in that chair, I feel like I'm eating the steering wheel.
When he was pissing himself laughing, I turned to him. I'm like, listen, I don't look like I'm like this when I drive. Like I'm like this. I'm sitting like normal, but I have to have my back straight because I'm focusing on driving. If I lean back a little bit, I'm already in a relaxed position. I need to focus on driving, so I sit perfectly straight. So Aaron says when he gets in my driver's seat like that, it feels like he's like fucking like this.
But I told her your back is straight. I'm not saying
But
your
you're
back
thinner
isn't
than
straight.
me. How is it you're like,
Your
I don't
back
get it.
can be straight like this. Doesn't mean your back's not straight like this. Your
Like
back's still
this!
straight. You're like an acute triangle. You're an acute angle. That seat in the passenger was an obtuse, you know what I mean? That's geometry, bitch.
Mic drop, motherfucker! This guy's fucked, I'm telling you. He's fucked. He's gonna give him a minute, guys. Just give him a minute.
My cheeks hurt. My gut hurts. Everything hurts.
Are you done? What was that laugh? He's like, home, home, home.
It almost leaked my water.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus, we're all dying.
Yeah. I can't hear you.
Staples are so itchy.
Oh yeah, I bet. Especially because you had the bandage on them for so long. You couldn't like nothing was rubbing on them or nothing.
Comfortable with the bandage on, no problem. But the bandage started sliding the way I was sleeping. Started sliding.
Yeah.
So the last staple got stuck in the glue.
Oh shit.
No, but it was fine. It was like so minute,
Oh. Okay.
and the timing was good that they took it off. And Christina's the one that took it off. And took a shower.
Okay.
And
I teared on that one.
and it's funny how as soon as you take it off, it starts getting itchy. As soon as you take it off, it starts getting itchy.
Because your
I haven't
skin's
scratched yet.
exposed.
I'm fighting it. I I get the staples out on Thursday.
Oh, really?
To those of you who
I thought
can't
they
hear
were-
him, he's saying he gets his stitches out, staples out on Thursday.
I thought,
preferred stitches. I don't like the fact they didn't give me that option.
Maybe there was no option.
Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. Maybe he, that's his go-to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the stitches would have been a cleaner look. Whatever. It is what it is.
Oh, we didn't tell Dad what we were going to tell him when we got here. We got to remember after the podcast.
Tingling's gone.
What?
The tingling in my feet are gone. Everything's gone. Like, it's just a numbing in my hips. It's fucking crazy.
That might go. Could be because of surgery. You got to bring it up when you go.
I am gonna tell him that my hips are fucking killing me. Now, I don't know while I was out because I was on my back and they rolled me on the. I'm assuming they rolled me on the bed because
To do the surgery.
okay, so that's what I assume. I did not do the surgery on the bed I was on. There's no fucking way. You walk into surgical rooms, there's always a bed there.
Yeah.
Make sure they fucking move it. I don't know. Did they contort me? I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I'm out.
Yeah.
Out. So they could have fucking bent my. You know how you try to bend over and you can't touch your toes?
yeah.
When you're out, they can fucking make you.
Do
Right,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, do shit because you can't say it hurts. You can't say that's uncomfortable. They're just doing what your body can do.
You know.
Pulling ligaments and shit.
Like let's say I'm doing a lower control arm. Oh, like when we were doing the drive shaft, the front drive shaft in the car. Remember we had to pull that fucking control arm so far back.
Yeah.
So let's say for him to space out my discs. Okay, you grab that leg, you grab that leg. I don't know, but usually by playing with something, things move.
Yeah.
So what if they were doing that? I go, you know what? You gotta pull there while it opens up, put the spacer in.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Maybe that's what they did. And that's why my hips are so sore. I don't know.
All I'm thinking of is when we were doing the car, how you ran over your hair.
Man. Should videotape that shit. I've gotten 16 jillion.
Oh, because he fucking lost it.
I lost it.
As soon as his hair got caught, because he was rolling back, as soon as his hair, like as soon as he felt resistance, that was it. He started like screaming, like being murdered, screaming.
Meanwhile, it wasn't even tugging. He just knew there was resistance there.
No. His
Oh, it
hair was
pulled?
stuck.
Oh.
Christina had to cut it. It was stuck, and even after Christina cut it, I was trying to pull the because it was stuck in the bearing of the creeper. I was trying to pull the hair out of the bearing so it didn't get nasty over time. As I was pulling it out, like it was hard to pull out. Like those hairs were in there. So yeah, I would imagine it hurt. But as soon as there was a slight neat, the screams, I'll never forget those screams from this garage, man. They fuck me up to this day.
He's fucked.
No, like he was like, fuck! Ah! My hair! Help! And
I lost it.
he was like, cut it! And I'm like, with what?
There were people in the World War that didn't scream as much. I swear.
And he tells me to cut it, and I'm like, with what? And he was like, find something. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, all I see are knives. Like, I'm not gonna cut your hair with a knife. And he, yeah, and then I just ran inside to get Christina. I told Christina what happened. Vanessa was like, I want to see.
Fuck, man.
What happened? Someone got their hair stuck? Yeah, Dad got his hair stuck when they were working on the car.
On a creeper.
Because back then, he had long hair.
Back
then he had long hair. Nice long hair.
Oh my god, I just realized you're wearing a green hat.
Oh, shit. Why did I even...
It's
Yeah,
still visible, but goddamn.
Yellow.
that's
No,
green.
that's green.
No, my hat's yellow.
That's green. I say it's green. It looks yellow because it's dirty.
So when you say I have a hollow head,
This
What?
is better. This is yellow.
look,
It's yellow?
look.
The border's yellow. The border's yellow.
But yet, the yellow still gets caught from the book and your hat doesn't. What does that tell you? Well, that's not creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. Because you can't see your face through the window.
I wonder what luscious hair Dad looks like. What?
Yeah, I guess.
What the fuck did you just say?
Wait, which one did I do?
I wonder what luscious hair Dad looks like.
What it looked like.
So you meant what Dad's luscious hair looked like? Do you
Nah.
see steam coming from my fucking ears?
He means what he said. We're just not understanding. That's an ish us.
Like, not you guys are the fucking idiots.
That's an ish us, not an ish him.
Yeah, but I'm fucking sore, man.
You didn't get that? 'Cause
I
all the-
got it.
Oh.
Ish you. It's an issue. Ha ha. Ish him, not ish us. Ha ha.
Okay, calm down. No need for all this, man.
Now, what his face looks like with that hair.
His face looks the
Jesus
same. Hair doesn't. Yeah, his face looked the same.
Yeah, no, hairstyles does change the way people see.
Yeah,
look
me
at your
with
face.
short hair, my face looks so different than with long hair.
It does.
I don't feel
Yeah.
like it changed you. Like, I don't feel like it changed you because you always had it back. So it looked like what it does now. It's just it was hanging.
Are
in the
you
back.
not follow? Whiskey's like, are you not following? What brownies y'all eating?
The ones that you have to be of legal age to consume. You can't buy these in any grocery store. You could probably bake them though if you want.
You guys, have you guys? No, you guys have not.
No, you're right.
Or else you would have brought it up already.
What?
Have you guys watched Yellowstone?
No,
No.
have not watched Yellowstone. Didn't you just send me something about Yellowstone? I think it was Faith actually.
Anybody watching Yellowstone?
Mom
Do
watches
they,
Yellowstone.
do they even
And
know?
they watched the Soka Yellowstone.
Do they even know what Yellowstone is? Maviacs, whiskey, anybody?
Maybe Mom watches Yellowstone.
I've been there. Yellowstone or the brownies?
Brownies.
Yellowstone fucks with you, man.
Can you tell me what it's about?
It's about that song. Have
What?
you heard the song yet? Mercy Now? Fuck, man. It's about that fucking song. I'm telling you. Watch Yellowstone. I don't know if it's your thing.
Baby Axe says don't watch it, and Mr. Whiskers says no Yellowstone.
Why did Maviac say don't watch it?
I don't know.
Or did not watch it? Don't watch it to us, or you did not watch it?
I don't know.
Maybe Axe is saying it's shit. Don't watch it.
I guess
Or
we have to
don't
wait.
watch it because it'll fuck with you.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Oh, you don't want.
He could have been also saying don't watch it because he's looking out for us.
My mom has been asking me like every other day, did you watch Yellowstone yet? Did you watch Yellowstone yet? Did you watch Yellowstone yet? Apparently it's good. I don't fucking know. Right now I'm obsessed with Criminal Minds. I can't put it like when I turn the episode on, I'm watching 4 fucking episodes straight. Like I'm hooked.
Yeah, I know. I feel the sub.
Yellow.
I don't watch it on the TV.
I
I watch it on my phone.
Oh, okay,
I think
I
it's-
only feel your movies.
I think it's got to be in you to like it. It's got to be in you to like it. Yellowstone is fucking crazy. I'm enjoying it. I've enjoyed every episode so far. They're decent. They're 40 minutes or so. The first one is an hour and a half long. The first episode, and after that, they're 40 minutes.
Okay.
There's a couple that are 32, 37 minutes.
The pilot is an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's how much
That's like,
context they laid out right out of the gate.
Yeah, man.
That's like
Damn.
The Last of Us. The Last of Us, the first episode just came out,
So-
and it was an hour and a half long. It's a fucking movie per episode. It's like Game of Thrones.
Fuck, man. So, to me, it's so to me, it's a mix of a lot of things. So, it's got Sons of Anarchy in it. It's got the show The Ranch I told you to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's got that in it. It's got the thing is it's as if they took ideas from different shows and did this one. It's fucking incredible. Really good show. So far, it's really, really good. And I don't even know what year they based this on because they go back to cutscenes of like 1997. So it's got to be a modern day. They're portraying it as a modern day. And if this is actually going on, Jesus fucking Christ, if this is real. Apparently, it is real. Apparently,
Like it's based on real events.
yeah, of Kevin Costner,
Okay.
the character he's playing, John Dutton, I think his name is. I think it's based on a real person, what he went through.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not going to tell you where or the person's real name or this or that, but apparently it's based on true events. Fucking Christ! If this is real, holy
Honestly,
shit.
that type of stuff changes the dynamic for me. Like I could be watching a series, and I don't know if you guys have like I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but you'll watch a series like a Netflix short or whatever where there's only like
And
8
think that
episodes.
it's made up.
And think that it's made up.
Yeah.
And at the very end of it, when it like goes to the credits, it
Based
says
on a true story.
based on true events. And I'm like,
Yeah, like what the fuck, right?
somebody did that?
Yeah.
And then I rewatch it.
Yeah.
I rewatch it again immediately and put myself in the eyes of
The person.
Nelson. Yeah. Like honestly, like I'll give you an example. Dahmer, the Dahmer series.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dahmer series. When I watched Dahmer, I already knew that it was real. I knew all of that was happening. However, if I didn't know that was a real thing, if I thought that they had just made that up, I would have just watched it, not thought anything of it.
Yeah,
just thought it was a cool series.
Yeah, entertaining.
Yeah, you know. But the fact that it's based on true events, I watch it and I'm like, holy shit.
Dahmer's a fucked up story.
Yeah.
What was it? Who was it? The Night Stalker, that Mendez guy, Sanchez guy, whatever his name is.
Oh shit.
That was a fucked up story too, where he's climbing through people's windows. and
Yeah,
start killing
I
people.
know the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker.
Yeah.
There's a couple of really fucked up people. So
Whiskey says, yeah, it's based on some real stuff, just a little bit dramatized to make it more interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I know that it is. I know that it is like dramatized a little bit, or like the, like the events are stretched out a little bit,
Yeah.
or condensed a little bit, or whatever. Like I get that because they also have to make sure that they sell the series.
Yeah.
But just the fact that anything from that series actually occurred,
Yeah.
because at the end of the Dahmer series, they show the pictures that were taken, like from the police reports, the investigation that was done on his apartment. And they made the apartment in like they shot the short series in the apartment.
The real apartment?
Yeah,
They can't do that, can they?
it's
If you either rent the space or whatever, technically, I guess you could.
but if it's not the apartment, it is a carbon copy.
They found quite a few bodies in this.
They could have
Because-
built a copy
because
of it.
How
even
many bodies? Like 11?
well, they found a bunch inside of his acid drum,
Yeah.
and they found like
Parts
a
of
couple of people's worth of skeletons, and they found organs up the wazoo.
In the freezer.
Yeah, in the freezer and the fridge.
Um.
And like that shit where I don't know if you guys actually watched it, but that shit where he cooked his neighbor a sandwich,
Yeah.
and it was a person.
Yeah.
Like it was man meat. And he was like, "I made it. You don't want a piece of my sandwich?"
Hang on a
Did
second.
you guys watch Hannibal on Netflix?
No.
That was good. It was
No.
fucked. Nick couldn't
Yeah.
continue watching it with me,
No.
but
So-
I got invested.
Okay, so we shaved ourselves down and taught ourselves how to speak. So, who's to say? Like, if you go to every other animal in the world, tigers, crocodiles, whatever's, meat eaters,
Carnivores, yeah.
carnivores,
Carnivores, yeah.
not fucking deer, carnivores, right?
Yep.
If you go to carnivores, when push comes to shove, they will eat their own kind, right? So lions do it all the time. Like if a new lion comes to a pride and there's an existing lion there, they have to fight to see who's dominant, right?
Yeah.
If the new stray comes in and kills that lion and takes over that pride, it'll kill all the fucking cubs because he wants his line to continue.
Yeah, because they're not
Okay.
his. Yeah.
So whatever. So because we are animals, we are fucking animals. It's just that we shaved ourselves down and taught ourselves how to speak, right? What if Dahmer, somewhere in his fucking electrodes of his fucking brain, that didn't like.
But
What if his DNA was telling him you have to eat human flesh? What if that part of his brain didn't evolve? What if there was a glitch there?
but
when he was being
his
made?
thing wasn't about primal instinct. His thing was about getting arousal out of it.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
He would get turned on by doing it.
Okay, I thought it was something else.
No, he would get aroused by it. And he spoke to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist explained to him that men are naturally born with the interest of shiny objects.
Yeah.
We love shiny things.
Yeah.
That's why we like, when we go to the beach and we see a nice girl oiled up. If you cut somebody open, their organs are all nice and shiny. Because he was explaining, I just loved cutting people open and looking at them.
Oh, there's a lot of shit in the Dahmer interviews. There's got to be a lot of shit they did not televise. They only televised.
100%.
Yeah, they only televised what they thought was appropriate for the public to, because you don't want another Psycho going. Really, is it that shiny? Let me go find out.
That's the problem with a lot of this
Right?
stuff going
Yeah,
out.
that's
is
a
then
very
you get,
good point.
You get copycats
they
and all
almost-
this shit.
They almost like kind of, I don't know what word I should be looking for here, but they kind of like glamorize it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it
Like
does.
even with the Night Stalker show that they made, they almost made that shit look cool. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like with the Jeffrey Dahmer series, they made that shit look cool. I almost feel as if they just like they're gonna like people are gonna start doing it more just because they're being influenced by what they're seeing on TV and all
Yeah,
this.
but they removed Pepe Le Pew and they're fucking removing Dr. Seuss because they don't want people to get influenced.
Yeah, because
Meanwhile-
Pepe Le Pew was, what he did was so
But now
wrong.
they're talking about furries and all this shit. Then the kids are putting that in their head, and shit like Dahmer or seeing shit like that. Our future is looking pretty bright, guys.
Yeah, this fucking world sucks, man.
It's looking pretty bright, pretty bright. But yeah, Hannibal. If you have not watched, like taking it a step down from Dahmer, if you haven't watched Hannibal, Hannibal was really good. The Hannibal show is a continuation of the Hannibal Lecter movies, but in a show, and they have one of the original actors in there too. I think it's the black guy. Anyways, it's a continuation. When you start piecing them together, when you start piecing the timeline together, it fucking makes a lot of sense, and it gets really good. Nick couldn't continue watching it. It got really dark and fucked up. But it's pretty cool. I really liked it.
I don't know. I stopped really gaining interest in that kind of stuff.
They made this new game based on the first certified serial killer in American history. All the interviews they made could have really done some damage on a weak mind. Anything like
Wasn't-
that can do damage on any mind. It doesn't need to be a weak mind.
But wasn't the first registered serial killer a fucking woman? That prostitute that was killing guys on the side of the road.
Her clients?
Yeah.
Seems like a very bad business model.
But no. The
Is that
thing
the
is,
first serial killer?
No, yeah. So the thing is, she just wanted to rob them for more money. So she would do whatever she needed to do, and then she wanted more money. A lot of guys fought back, and then when she made the first kill, she goes, it's just easier to do it like this than trying to steal their wallet while they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of the acts were done in cars and stuff like that, so there was no sleeping afterwards. So she just found it easier to kill. I think the first serial killer in America was a female. I forget her name. I can look it up. But I think it was a female. It wasn't a guy. It was a female. And she did so many TV interviews. Oh my gosh, she did so many interviews.
That's gross, to be honest.
She did so many interviews. It wasn't me, this and that, blah, blah. And then at the end, when she got the death sentence, is when she said, "Yeah, it was me. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Looking it up.
I think it was a female. Or look up.
H.H. Holmes.
What about it?
Herman Webster Mudgett, better known as Dr. Henry Howard Holmes or H.H. Holmes, was an American con artist and serial killer, the subject of more than 50 lawsuits in Chicago alone. Can I expand this?
From what year?
This is, biography.com. Let me read this. Hold on.
1860s.
Holy shit! Seriously?
Was the alias of one of
Oh, sorry.
America's first serial killers. During the 1893 Columbian Exposition, he lured victims into his elaborate murder castle. Fuck you. Thank you. Better known as H.H. Holmes, was a con artist and bigamist who was one of America's first serial killers. Sometimes referred to as the Beast of Chicago, Holmes is believed to have killed somewhere between 20 and 200 people. That's a big fucking range.
Fuck off, man.
20 and 200.
30 or 20, 200?
He
But
killed.
at the same time, look at how long ago that was. How
He killed many of his victims in a specially constructed home, which was later nicknamed the Murder Castle. Apprehended in 1894, he was hanged for his crimes 2 years later. Holmes was born Herman Webster, circa May 16, 1861, in Gilmanton, New Hampshire. Born into an affluent family, Holmes enjoyed a privileged childhood and was said to be unusually intelligent at an early age. Still, there were haunting signs of what was to come. He expressed an interest in medicine, which reportedly led him to practice surgery on animals. Some accounts indicate that he may have been responsible for the death of a friend.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious because Dahmer did the same shit. He
Holmes-
started his thing with cutting open animals and taxidermying them.
Holmes' life of crime began with various frauds and scams. As a medical student at the university... Oh, it was playing a fucking video. I'm like, what the fuck is that? As a medical student at the University of Michigan, he stole corpses and used them to make false insurance claims. Holmes may have used the bodies for experiments as well. Murder Castle in 1885. Holmes moved to Chicago, Illinois. I used to. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. He soon found work. He soon found work in a pharmacy using his now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'll continue in a second. No.
I
No,
don't
they
think the mics,
can't- they
I don't think
can't-
the mics will pick
no.
that up.
So, in 1885, Holmes moved to Chicago. He soon found work in a pharmacy using his now infamous alias, Dr. Henry H. Holmes. He eventually took over the business and was later rumored to have killed its original owner. Holmes had a 3-story building constructed nearby, creating an elaborate house of horrors. The upper floors contained his living quarters and many small rooms where he tortured and killed his victims. You know what this sounds like? There's a movie that I recently watched on Netflix. I'll double check the name of the movie. But in short, this girl marries into a family, and on the night of your wedding night, they play a game. And if you get this one card that says this specific game, you have to survive the night, and you play it's hide and seek. And they chase around, and they try to kill her.
I've seen the previews.
If she dies, she fails. Oh, well, he doesn't get married. Well, he's married, but he's now widowed. And if she survives, then she stays in the family. It's a good movie. It's interesting. So anyways. So his house is basically modified to do what he's doing, to do the things he's doing. His house was modified. That's basically what it is. So that's what he would do in his house. He would move the bodies down to the basement where he could burn the remains in a
Kiln.
kiln?
Yeah.
What's a kiln?
It's like a big oven.
Yeah. Usually you fire your pottery and stuff in a kiln because it reaches big temperatures.
Yeah, like 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
So he had a kiln in his house,
No, his basement.
in his basement.
Ceramic, like ceramic. Inside ceramic.
Is that what they have in a mortuary?
No.
I just feel like
I only know that from the mortuary. Oh. I don't have it open because I'm reading this. So. Oh God.
True family. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's lots of fiction to it, but there is a Dutton family. The ranch, though, is not the Dutton Ranch that they're filming at. It's another actual location. I think it's a native. They're actually on a native's.
We're talking about True Events. He's talking about Dahmer. Yeah, he's talking about Night Stalker. Sanchez and Miranda is what I thought his name is. And then serial killer. I think the first serial killer in America was that hooker.
No, because what Whiskey said was there's a game that was made where you play the first certified serial killer in American history. I haven't heard of this game, but that's what he was saying, and then that's when Dad said, "Wasn't the first serial killer a female?" And that's when we were looking it up, and then he said, "Search up H.H. Holmes." So that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. H.H. Holmes?
From the 1800s.
Oh, wow. And that was a man, not a female.
This is a man. Based on what I'm reading, it sounds like a man. It didn't actually say that.
Show them.
But she's still reading the thing. That's I said to wait until she's done this section. I don't know.
A while. What? Like Saw. Saw is fantastic.
That's not on True Events.
No, it's not. But could you imagine if it was?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure some of it
If I-
comes from true stuff.
See, and okay, something like that, something like Saw.
Dahmer's hacking people up. They put that in the movie.
Hold on, so something like Saw, right? When it comes to Saw, how we were just saying, oh, there's things like, how they're putting certain things in the media, they cut some things out because of potential copycats. Was there copycats after seeing the Saw movies? That's what we're talking about. But that's what we're talking about, right? People getting ideas and then, oh, that copycat, so I can get away with it too, so I can do it too.
I'm sure that there were sickos out there that did things like this from Saw just for fun of it. Why not? Because these stories come from something.
Yeah.
So if somebody thought this, you know what? I'm sure you're not the first person. Someone else has either done this or thought it or whatever.
Yeah. That's kind of what we're getting at, what we're talking about.
And I mean, realistically, like that was in the 1800s, the mid 1800s. Could you imagine like the early 1700s? People weren't getting caught for murder. So you could just be like,
It was
hey,
a lot easier to
you
hide
could just-
shit back then,
yeah,
though.
you could just be like, hey, do you want to come over to my house for a beer, dude? Yeah, let's go. All right, just don't mind all the saws and shit. Let's go to my basement.
Yeah,
And
it
you're
was
just like,
it was
you
it
know?
was easier to hide that shit back then. Or not hide it, but it was nobody paid attention like that back
Yeah,
then.
and it was like, oh, where did John go? I haven't seen John in 3 weeks. Me too, man. I don't know where he went. I haven't heard from him either. There's no cell phones for him to call me.
I know it was hidden back then.
He's just-
Nobody
he-
nobody
he just-
followed up. Nobody.
He just upped and left, you know? Yeah, he just upped and left. And meanwhile, John's in the basement in 12 pieces.
All right, Vanessa, let's go. She's left the show, the newest edition. I think we're
Two
gonna
companies
dump her.
I started doing the stuff HH. Oh, so that game. That's what the game was. 2 copycats of that guy started doing the stuff HHH was doing. Triple H. Isn't that
nice.
fucked? You think that's why Triple
yeah.
H named himself Triple H?
No, it's not. That's
His
his
real name
yeah.
is. Isn't that fucked though?
Okay, so let me bring on this hop, man. Let me bring on this hop.
We're almost at time, by the way.
Did you know that perfect way to end it?
So
did
yes,
you know
that is Evie, guys. By the way,
Did you know that the
that's what Vanessa was
McMahon,
showing you.
the McMahon family sold WWE?
No, well, it came back again. He did sell it? Because I heard on the radio that there were false.
How long ago?
It was true, it was untrue, and that the quote or whatever was taken down, the Twitter thing was taken down about it being sold. Although,
How long ago was
I
this?
heard that something's got to be up because if Ed McMahon's daughter resigned, why would she resign? So something has to be up. She left the board. But that statement was redacted that it had been sold to Arabians or
Yeah.
Iranians or something.
Let's just keep our ear open because more than likely he sold it.
Yeah, that's the last I heard of it.
He doesn't want to die, lose the company. After he's dead, right? Lose the company, and then somebody else buys it and breaks it apart. This way, he got rid of it on his own terms.
Yeah.
Because wrestling was dying, and he's the one that made it what it is. McMahon did a lot for that, just like Dana White did for UFC. Because UFC was
It wasn't anything special.
one promoter would do it, and then it would die, go bankrupt. Another promoter would do it, and it would go bankrupt. So the last one was about to go bankrupt, and then Dana White goes, "No, somebody's got to be liking this," and he really took it, and that's why he is who he is.
Yeah.
He's a McMahon. Dana White is a McMahon. He took a dying industry and said, "You know what? People have to like this."
Yeah.
So why die and then it being sold and get broken apart, right? And he doesn't know his family can get fucked.
You might as well enjoy the money too.
You know what? Sell it, split up the money,
Yeah.
and enjoy the rest of your day.
Wake up
There you go.
with $1 billion in your checkings account, just open to spend on whatever you so choose.
You know what I mean? If he did sell it to an Arabian, maybe he goes, "You know what? I want so much, and you have to give me a condo in Dubai." So you probably has a condo now in Dubai with a Lambo sitting downstairs plus the fucking money.
Yeah.
So you can go to Dubai whenever the fuck you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not just gonna sell it just for the money.
Yeah.
There's gotta be perks in there as well.
Yeah.
And he might
Yeah.
want to sell it
Yeah.
for 20 billion because from when he first started it to now, he's made a lot more
Then
what he
20
sold
billion.
it for.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
So the company is profitable.
Yeah.
Prove that it's profitable with the right
It
line.
does.
Yeah.
It does.
You want my company? You only want to offer me like 4 or 5 billion? Nah, I need perks too, man.
Yeah.
I want a condo over there. I want a condo over there so the kids can go, split up, do their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
just
yeah.
the money. Fuck that. I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
perks too. Fuck
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like if
And
it
we're
is true, that's
basically-
nuts.
We're basically wrapping up now. We're at time.
Yeah. Papa Pimp even got his cane on. Slap a hoe.
Exactly. Mrs. Sawyer busy?
She's working. She said she can't really, unless we move the podcast to later, she can't really make it to the podcast anymore.
So I am pimping. Let me show them the cane. After a while, I need a fucking cane. No walker. I bought the walker.
Hey, we should go show him your walker.
Yeah, I bought the walker.
Papa,
I bought the
He
walker.
is. He's Papa Pimp.
Bling it out.
I bought the
Papa Pimp with a walker.
Yeah.
I bought the walker. I only used it 15 steps
No, more than that, but
from the car to the fucking front door.
the first day and at the hospital, the first day to go to.
There's his cane.
His occupation is P to the I to the motherfucking MP. If you don't know, you do now. That's Papa motherfucking Pimp.
We should play 50 Cent right now.
Doom. I don't know what you heard about me.
Maybe I was asking if the camera has a slight fisheye effect, and I said yes, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It does. You can
That's what I was
see
saying.
on the edge of the table. The edge of the table looks like it's kind of curving.
Oh, this is a pretty song.
The GoPro, and I have it on.
Fisheye.
I have it on wide view.
Yeah.
So it captures more of the outside skirts.
Yeah.
I have it on the widest view.
Yeah, it's not.
Or I think
It's not so
normal-
bad, I think.
I think normal it would cut half my head, which would mean we'd have to move the camera further back. So having it right up against the desk. On this
It's probably on like
captures
point.
the whole thing.
It's probably on like 0.5 magnification.
There's no magnification.
Got
It's
cold
just,
in
it's just probably I don't freaking.
I'm going based off of like my iPhone because when I here I'll show you an example.
He's saying you need to bling out the cane,
look.
get a sword cane,
Cause look, that's
a sword cane.
that's 1 times magnification. You see how it looks normal, but when I go to 0.5, it zooms out and it kind of gives almost like a fisheye effect.
Yeah, I think it's what I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
5, yeah.
Yeah,
Whiskey
what it looks
says
like, at
this
least.
this song is a Portuguese Guns N' Roses.
Which one is it?
why does it give you like November Rain vibes?
Linda demais.
Does it give you like November Rain vibes?
Linda.
So
Na, na,
você
na.
me fascina.
Yeah, that
Dun,
one.
dun, dun.
Yeah,
Que desejo.
it's on the chorus right now. So he's saying it's a Portuguese Guns N' Roses. All right, guys, we're gonna call it because Dad's gotta lie down. And Whiskey's like, yes, November Rain.
Yeah, it gives November Rain vibes. It does a little bit.
All right, we're gonna
Like-
call it.
Like a Mexico connection, you know?
We will call it here. This is in case you guys want. I'll write it here in case you guys want the song.
Nobody wants the song.
What is it by Hupanova?
Yeah,
Hupanova.
you can find it on Spotify.
Everybody
It's there.
listen. Hupanova.
The first 2 words. That's the name of the song. All right.
We're gonna go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank
we're gonna
you
call
for tuning
it.
in. It's been a pleasure.
And yeah, I should be on a regular base now. I'm healing,
Yes.
so.
Your husband's-
Liar. Whiskey's like, I'll make it to the next one, I promise.
Why are you lime green now?
He probably changed his color.
Nah, he probably left the key back. He identifies as your hat. Because your hat is not yellow.
Hey guys.
Bye, guys.
See you.